And welcome to two. K Sports for another. Edition of NBA basketball. Hi everyone, I'm Brian Anderson alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Now here's Jones. And coming into this game, Grant, is it fair to say this feels like it should be a blowout?
Well, on paper, that would be the assumption. But, B.A., this is why we play the games. Anything can happen, and any team can pull off an upset.
Nice shot by Kennard.
He's got good vision for a big guy. Don't sleep on Pascal dishing the rock.
Here's Jones. Outside heel. And so Mike Brown decides. To call a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And Grant, the Nets have shown the capacity to rebuild quickly in the past.
Yeah, playing in a big market helps, but they've pivoted decisively from their Big Three era and have the picks and flexibility to make moves.
Both teams will make substitutions. And here's Jokic. New York working the ball around now. Shot clock at 5. The floater. And yep, it's good.
Well, he's so crafty, a really tricky player. I mean, Jokic likes to go with the floater when the defense least expects it.
And the call will be against Nikola Jokic. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. SGA deciding where to go with it. Siakam the screen. 6 to shoot. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebounded by Murray Boyles.
Well, the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
Pass to Caruso. And here's Jokic outside.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
From deep, SGA. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
Come on, man. If SGA is hitting that, it's good night.
Now Jokic. He's covered by Kessler. Here's Hield. No good with the triple. Now SGA. And the foul on Alex Caruso. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Here's SGA. 4-point game. Pass to Kennard. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Caruso. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one. And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
No good from outside. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Highsmith. Here's Murray Boyles. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, he certainly hit some turbulence here, trying to get it cranked back up.
Pass to Hield. Jacks up a 3. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic.
A very efficient range shooter. You expect Hield to take these shots.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
A bit ago, Mike Brown and I were able to chat. I asked him if he's focused on a particular player in the opposing lineup, and Coach stressed the message he delivered to his team about Pascal Siakam. It was simple. Don't bite on his spin move. He doesn't want his guys falling for Siakam's tricks in the low post. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Back to Caruso. Out to the right wing. Here's Murray Boyles. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. And SGA has got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 1. Kessler a screen. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. And Jokic picks him up defensively. It's good.
And Shea's playmaking is really exceptional. Highlighted there with the perfect pass.
Pass to Jokic. Here's the 3. Sinks it from distance. Jokic has got 5.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Gilgeous-Alexander. And finished off by Kessler.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Recognizes the fast break opportunity and takes full advantage. Gilgeous-Alexander has a solid feel for the game.
Caruso outside. SGA with a steal. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Have to respect the tenacity. Gilgeous-Alexander isn't afraid of going straight at the defense on the drive.
And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has made the move from star to superstar, Grant.
Well, no question, B.A. He's been a superstar for quite a few seasons now, but he's not satisfied and just continues to elevate his game year after year.
Brooklyn leading by 3. To the wing, right side. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Shot clock at 6. Kennard can't get it to go. And here are the Knicks now. Pass to Jokic. Lets it go from 14. Brooklyn pulls it in. Inside. Here's Kennard from the arc. Highsmith grabs the board. Now here's Jokic. Pass to Murray Boyles. Here's Shed. No points yet. Count it. His 3rd and 5 attempts.
Getting to his spots. He's making some good reads and really benefiting his team.
And Jordi Fernandez wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. The Nets with the lead. Pass to Shireman. Back to Williams. And here's SGA. Rebounded by Hield.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
Back to Jokic. Here's Murray Boyles. And he throws it down with one hand.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
And it's SGA missing. And the Knicks with the possession here. Pass to Murray Boyles. Here's Shed. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. Outside, SGA. Got it. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8 points.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning because once he does, he makes you pay.
Jokic, the screen. Hield for 3. Gets a hand on it. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. 9 points in the game.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
Stolen by Jokic. Here's Shed. No made baskets yet. Oh, they pick off the pass. In transition. Here comes Brooklyn. Here's Williams. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Well, you look at how the Knicks built this team, Clark. Some astute all-in trades.
Yeah, you know, New York spent years, BA, building their draft assets. They cashed them in on some all-star level guys, and we're seeing the fruit of that kind of work.
Now here's Jokic. 9 points in the game. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Pass to Hield. Over to the wing. Back to Jokic. And the basket by Hield. Hield's got his second basket of the night.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
To the paint. Here's Shireman. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Walker sets a screen. 5 to shoot. He shoots it. And it's New York with a rebound. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Clark, last year, Jokic had arguably one of the greatest offensive seasons in NBA history.
Absolutely amazing, BA. I mean, he averaged a 30-point touchdown, triple-double, shooting over 57% from the field and 41 from 3. This guy is building one of the greatest legacies we've ever seen in the league.
The Knicks with the lead. Outside Jones. SGA with a steal. Here we go, all alone. Nice shot by Walker.
Yeah, the versatility of Walker. Can play back to the basket and get out and run. I mean, that combination is tough to find.
Here's Shed. Still without a bucket. Back to Jokic. Clock at 6. And the Knicks miss again. Outside, SGA. There's the 3. Jones grabs the board. And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for New York. Outside, Finney-Smith. Pass to Jones. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. Walker with it. Guarded now by Finney-Smith. Here's Shireman. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to them free at the line.
No good on the second free throw.
And an absolute brutal showing from the line so far.
And they need every point they can muster right now. They've got to cash in here.
New York trailing. Pass to Carlson. And here's Jones. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one. One team gains momentum, then the other storms back.
Hey, if this is any indication of how the game is going to go, we're in for a treat.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
He's putting them to the test this quarter, attacking every chance he gets.
This will be his 3rd free throw of the game.
Yeah, what's special about Gilgeous-Alexander is how shifty he is, which also makes it so tough on defenses.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Here's Shireman. It's rebounded by Carlson.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Back to Jones. And stolen by Williams. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
What? If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Nets.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
You know, another point I'd like to add is that they've had tremendous success early on converting turnovers and turning those into points.
Now here's Porter. Shoots over Caruso. Porter's shot is off. Caruso outside. Pass to Murray Boyles. Here's Shireman. 4-3. Rebounded by Murray Boyles. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, B.A. Those who worked with Nets coach Jordi Fernandez rave about his people skills. He said, quote, "Am I very good at it? I don't know, but I try because I think it's important. When you have that relationship, especially in the tough moments, is when you can break through and be successful. Without it, it's tough, so you try to build it." Back to you, Brian.
Thank you, Allie.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Pass to Williams. Here's Hall. Three-pointer off the mark. Knicks trail by 6. Here's Jones. Brooklyn pulls it in. Williams with it. And Williams punches it home.
There's a move for you.
Wow, just showed great creativity on his way to the bucket.
Hey, bump the move. How about the finish? That's right, fella. Bang that thing.
Counted from distance.
He was licking his chops there. Got a good look.
Pass to Shireman. Back to Porter. From behind the arc. That one won't fall. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Caruso outside. Now here's Jones.
Next foul. First team foul. Now into the lineup.
Pass to Caruso.
Number 42. Nikola Jokic.
6 on the shot clock. Jokic. Oh, he used the shot fake to create the angle, but he couldn't get it to fall. Here's Williams. Murphy grabs the miss. Knicks trail by 5. Outside Jones. On the wing, Jones. Pass to Jokic. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. The role of the big man has evolved over the years. What's been the most noticeable change to you, Clark?
BA, and it's not just the big man. I just think the overall athleticism of all of the players, certainly the big guys, stand out because they're now taking the ball rack to rack. They can go in traffic with the dribble. They're more mobile on defense because defenses switch a lot now. I mean, it's not all about being in the paint just because you're a big guy. They play all over the place.
And New York has possession. The Nets making their last shot. Here's Jokic. The big man, Jokic.
Really hard to move Jokic off the blocks. He's tough down there.
Next lead, 30-27.
Outside Porter. Outside Walker. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the board, we're certainly seeing the effort.
On the wing, Jones. Pass to Jokic. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. Jones misses. Nets leading by 3. And here's Kessler. Porter from outside. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. And it's Jokic with the ball for the Knicks. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Pass to Jones. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic. Jones has got 7 points.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Now here's Walker. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's on Nikola Jokic.
First team foul.
And the free throw, no good.
You know, between his skills, his motor, and his physical ability, Walker came into the league more ready for the NBA than most first-year guys.
And it's Jokic missing. The Nets with the lead. And you think about Jokic's point center game. He's a pioneer, Grant, a one-of-a-kind.
Oh, one-of-a-kind indeed. And historically, very few centers have led their team in assists, and none with the regularity of Jokic. So he's an outlier, but is he a trendsetter? Only time will tell.
Here's Jokic, following the bucket by the Nets. New York working the ball around now. Here's Caruso, and it's blocked by Kessler. Here's Jokic. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Jokic has got 4 points in the quarter.
Is there anything he doesn't do? Great awareness by Jokic there.
Porter looks it over. And finished off by Kessler.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Here's Hield. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
It's on Kevin Porter.
Hield so good at finding ways to get it in the hoop, regardless of who's defending.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
That's from
Knicks trail by 5. Pass to Murray Boyles. To the middle. Porter with the steal. Jumps up. And then Porter with the dunk.
Hey, there has never been a question about Porter Jr. as an athlete. He's as good as he gets in that regard. And he's got speed, too. He can really mold.
Here's Murray Boyles. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. They'll pin that one on Pascal Siakam. New York shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
You know, something you can point to when you're talking about their areas of success last season, free throw shooting.
Now here's Porter. Here's Siakam. The inside look is good for the big man, Pascal Siakam.
These defenders really need to man up, particularly in the lane.
Here's Jokic. And it's blocked by Kessler. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Kessler. And the Knicks making a change here. Caruso outside. Pass to Jokic. Shot clock at 6. Back to Hield. Pulls up on the wing. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Hield's got 8 points.
The control Hield has over his shot in all conditions and circumstances, pretty incredible.
Here's Porter. The Knicks with the rebound.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Pass to Highsmith. Murray Boyles. Good D by Kessler. And here's Porter outside. Another shot. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Impressive move that time. Siakam getting it to fall and gets a chance for a 3-point play.
You know, Grant, for a guy who started playing basketball at age 17, Siakam has put together quite the resume.
Yeah, B.A. Pascal is a champion. He's got multiple All-Star and All-NBA selections, and one of the great developmental stories when you think about his discovery of basketball without borders.
Siakam outside. Pass to Kennard. Fires the 3. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Knicks trail by 5. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Here's Caruso. And it's blocked by Kessler. Now here's Porter. There's the triple. Not going to go that time. A minute 58 left in the half. Out left to the wing. Pass to Hield. This one for 3. Rebounded by the Nets.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Now Kessler. Outside Porter. Lets it fly. And again, it's the Nets missing. New York trailing. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
New York working the ball around now. And it's Hield missing.
He's letting it fly, but the results just have not been there.
Outside Porter. Kennard for three. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. Kennard's got his second bucket on the night.
That's a guy you need to defend, especially from range.
Pass to Jokic. Back to Caruso. The three is up. Siakam pulls down the board. Nets leading by 8. Kennard outside. The three. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
Turnovers are going to be a stat he wants to skip in the box score tonight. That's his 4th of the game.
And so the timeout by Jordi Fernandez here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. The Nets making a switch here. 24 seconds left to play in the first half. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 13. Here's Siakam. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Siakam's got 10 points.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And so it's Brooklyn in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has forced a number of key turnovers, giving them a clear advantage on possessions. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Nets leading by 13. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Siakam the screen. Launches a three, drops in the three.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Nice shot by Kennard.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Here's Jokic. Getting it to fall there. He's 8 of 15 in the game.
No surprise, Jokic is having a great night. I mean, he is a walking 3-level bucket.
42.
Outside Walker. Goes up on the wing. Murphy grabs the miss. Knicks trail by 17. Caruso with it. And Kennard picks him up defensively. Pass to Murphy. From deep. Brooklyn pulls it in.
That's staying connected to the shooter and timing the contest.
Outside, SGA. Out to the right wing. Three-pointer. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Here's Jokic. Pascal Siakam with a rebound.
Take what's available. Use the fadeaway when the defender's there on you.
Siakam the screen. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Murphy grabs the miss. And here's Caruso outside. Walker pulls down the board.
Since halftime, they've missed 3 of their first 4 shots. Still trying to get their legs under them.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander buries it from 3.
3-point goal.
SGA's got 16 points.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Jokic with it. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Here's Jokic. 17 points in the game. New York again can't hit.
It has been a shaky start this half for their offense, shooting just 1 of 5.
Pass to Kennard. Now here's Walker. Over Jokic. Walker's shot is off.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Here's Highsmith. Brooklyn pulls it in.
No matter how good you are, it's tough with the defender draped all over.
Here's SGA. Here he goes. The shot that time not on target. Pass to Jokic. It's stolen away. Shoots. It's tipped. Oh, deflected. New York working the ball around now. Murphy, no good.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
And so the timeout by Jordi Fernandez here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
And make the noise for your Knicks hitting answer.
Here's Dillingham. Outside, SGA. He drops it from range. SGA's got 6 in the quarter.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Pass to Dillingham. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Third personal foul.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, the defense looks helpless trying to contain them in the open floor, and they've continued to exploit this advantage.
And the defense has been disruptive, forcing turnovers, challenging shots. The turnovers they've been able to turn into points, too.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Nikola Jokic is a family man through and through. He said, quote, "Basketball is not the main thing in my life and probably never will be. And to be honest, I like it because I have something more at home, something that's more important than basketball." Back to you.
Some good perspective. Thank you very much for the report, Allie. Outside, Finney-Smith. Pass to Jokic. Can't get it to fall. And it's Brooklyn ball. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. There's a screen. Here's Dillingham. Driving in.
Running the show, Gilgeous-Alexander is talented as a passer.
Here's Shed. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Smooth reverse. He knew just what he was doing there.
Next lead, 73-47.
Here's Dillingham. The 3 is up. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Walker with a steal. Here's Dillingham. Pass to SGA. Shoots from the line. And that's good for 2. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 21.
Their success from mid-range has really set them apart today.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
Outside Jones. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. These are his first free throws of the game.
And, guys, the numbers don't lie. I mean, he was such a reliable presence at the free throw line all throughout last season.
You know, it seems like there's much more competition at the big man spot than there used to be.
I think a lot of that is due to the way players are developed now, particularly the big guys. They come in now expected to handle the ball and shoot, and they've watched a number of their predecessors do that in the last couple of decades. Teams now want to have 4 or more shooters on the floor to put great pressure on the opposing defense. So where there used to be 2 spots available for big guys, now they're fighting over 1 spot.
Just 5 on the clock. Puts up a 3. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss.
He just couldn't overcome the perimeter coverage. Shut him down.
Poke loose. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. Pass to Shed. Here's Jokic.
They need everyone clicking here. Unfortunately, his game has gone the other direction.
To the right side. 6 to shoot. Goes back up. And the shot goes. Jokic just got 4 points in the quarter.
Timeout. Tonight it's been all Joker all the time. He's been pouring it on here.
Timeout called. The Nets. Big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Now the Nets with it. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Celtics. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. Fires it. Brooklyn, no good that time either. Caruso with it. He's scoreless. And stolen by Williams. In transition, here comes Brooklyn. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
And when it comes to the 3, they've been really dialed in here in the second half.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this half.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. No good on that one.
Tell you what, you look at this second half, and the one thing that just jumps out at you is missed free throws. Hard to keep up when that's the case.
Here's Dillingham. Right wing. Plenty of space. And the basket by Shireman. Shireman's got 10 points in the game. When you look at all the turnovers, boy, what a way to drive your coach crazy.
Yeah, your game plan means nothing if your players can't execute.
Murphy. That 3's off the mark. Here's Dillingham. Right side, Walker. 5 on the clock. Over Finney-Smith. And play stops as it looks like an over-the-back call here.
A terrific box out that draws the over-the-back call.
Yeah, there are a lot of things that go into rebounding, guys. You need strength, you need positioning, but I think timing and a nose for the ball, most important. And I think you're right. That's what got him that call, his physicality and strength.
Pass to Murphy. Back to Jokic.
2 minutes remaining.
And Jarris Walker picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Walker. First personal foul.
Here's Caruso. Still no points. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Well, guys, if you want to know why the score is what it is, look at their turnovers this quarter.
That's been the culprit, the turnovers. I mean, TOs, those kinds of mistakes have really kind of drained their confidence to this point.
Walker's shot is off. And here are the Knicks. Pass to Murray Boyles. On the wing, Finney-Smith. Here's Murray Boyles. Here's Murphy. Shot from 16. Second shot opportunity. A nice shot by Murray Boyles. Murray Boyles has got 9.
Offensive rebounding is all about wanting it. Fantastic effort there, leading to second chance points.
And here's Dillingham from the arc. The Knicks pull it in.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure. But unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
Timeout called, the Knicks.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
All right,
Brooklyn with the ball.
Brooklyn substitution, number 43.
52 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 12.
Boy, that wingspan of Siakam helping him down low. He can take a hit and still finish.
Here's Shed. Off target from three-point range.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
To the inside. Clock at 6. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
First personal foul.
That's on Dorian Finney-Smith.
Well, the physical tools are obvious in Siakam. Agility, speed for his size, length, and he actually couples that with a well-rounded skill set. He really is one of those guys that can do a little bit of everything for you.
Here's Shed. Comes up empty down low. What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for Brooklyn. He's been effective on offense, racking up 21 points.
81.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And New York has possession. Over to the wing. Here's Murray Boyles. Puts the move on. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
Next lead, 81.
Here's Dillingham. Pass to Siakam. Fast break, New York. Here's Highsmith. Here's Murray Boyles. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Here in this second half, they've gone cold from the line, and I think it's hurting their chances.
That one's off. And even as the league works for parity, there will always be those teams that are rebuilding. What are the keys to accelerating that process, Clark?
Well, there are a number of factors, B.A. I think you start with leadership and talent acquisition. I mean, those are 2 major components to this building a team and being successful. You've got to have talent. And then I think you've got to have a commitment to staying the course. Consistency really matters when you get leadership and talent in place.
Pass to Furphy. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Shed. They get the rebound. Here's Spencer. Releases from the wing and drills it. Spencer's got his first bucket in this one.
Next lead, 81-57.
And just about a minute and a half gone by in the 4th. And there's a 3-second violation.
3 seconds. New York ball.
Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
If things are definitely working offensively, a balanced attack is just so much harder to defend. And his struggles have been apparent, unable to make an impact scoring the ball.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Off target from outside. Well, officials have never been under greater scrutiny, so development is key, Grant. And I read now they have a training app refs can use on their phones.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the players leveraging electronics to train smarter, and it's great to see the officials making use of technology as well.
Even though he hasn't found his groove tonight, his teammates are picking him up.
And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Pass to Heel. Back to Jones. That one goes. Count it.
Great use of the screen. That's how you practice it and draw it up.
81-59.
Brooklyn leading by 22. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Dillingham with the bucket.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Healed from outside. Brooklyn with the board. Here's Dillingham. Pass to Walker. Here's Shireman. Lets it go from deep. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
3 points.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
For the Nets, number 2, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Pass to Heel. Lets the three fly. Give him that one. Now shooting 5 for 11 from the floor.
Defensively, gotta close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Here's Shireman. Here's Walker. The ball's knocked loose. Pass to Highsmith. That's good, and it's Jones with the assist. Highsmith's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
87-65.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Basket's good.
A tricky cover. Gilgeous-Alexander is a talented finisher inside.
And here's Jokic. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Jokic has got 21.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
They set the pick. Pass to Hall. Outside Jones. New York working the ball around now. Here's Hield. And a two-handed jam.
Where was the defense? Can't allow Hield to get this kind of positioning to throw it down.
And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. Looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. So both teams making some changes here. And Brooklyn has possession. Outside, SGA. Kessler a screen. The open shot by SGA. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12 points in just the second half. Pass to Caruso. Here's Highsmith. From outside, off the mark.
You wonder where was the defense that time, but they got lucky.
And And the basket by Siakam.
We know Siakam's got a really nice jumper. Still, I love Pascal in the painted area. I think using his length is where he's most effective.
Out to Hield. Fires from deep. That shot is off.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
SGA with it. And Jokic picks him up defensively. And it's good for two.
Yeah, the guard instincts of Gilgeous-Alexander. I mean, fantastic work dishing the rock to uncover teammates.
Jokic the screen. Down low. Stolen by Kessler. Now here's SGA. And founded back in 2020, the National Basketball Social Justice Coalition still pushing for voting rights and eliminating bias in the justice system. A lot yet to be done, Greg.
Yes, indeed, B.A. And give them a follow. I mean, it's so much important work, and it takes all of us to really create the change we all hope to see.
95-71.
Pass to Kennard. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Knicks.
Look, the intentions were good. I like the unselfishness, but the execution, a lot to be desired.
Jones feels it out. Here's Highsmith. Here's Jokic. It's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Great defensive effort to lock down the paint.
Impressive work protecting the basket. He held his ground nicely on that one.
Soft touch off the glass.
When he is locked in like this, points just seem to flow from Siakam no matter where he is on the floor.
Outside heel. Back to Jokic. Pass to Highsmith. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
74.
Kessler a screen. To the inside. Jokic grabs the board.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure. But unfortunately, the execution has been lacking. He had 1 3 in the first half, but hasn't had one since.
Just an incredible display of power. He attacked the rim with both hands.
Most definitely. That was a thunder dunk. Wow.
Yeah, for sure. That was a take no chances, take no prisoner slam right there, guys.
Jones from outside.
The sweat that Gilgeous-Alexander puts in on defense does everything he can to trip you up.
Siakam for three. And it's New York with a rebound. So many great young players coming into this league, Clark. It puts pressure on those aging vets.
Yeah, the Hall of Famer Kevin McHale described it like this. He said, I see everything that I could do. I just can't do anything about it. That's a tough feeling. And I didn't have to actually experience that because I got injured early in my career and had to pack it up that way.
Now, you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Now a timeout called by New York. Here's Shed. Pass to Furphy. Takes a three. Sinks the tray. And the Nets with possession here.
Next lead, 102.
And here's Porter. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there. creating a high percentage look with a good decision on that pass.
All right, so let's say we give you a carte blanche, Clark. Make you Adam Silver for a day. What's one game rule you change?
You know, I kind of like what the WNBA does in regards to the reset timeout, BA. Allow you to advance the ball without huddling up like a normal timeout. And I really think it helps the end of the game move a little better.
And Brooklyn has possession.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Nets.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And this was a telling game. They'll meet 4 times this season, and I'd say it looks like a good matchup for them. They'll be looking forward to their next 3 meetings against the Knicks.
And it was a reliably solid performance from one of their key guys. A tremendous game for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
He had a surplus of energy tonight, providing defensive help all over the floor and making it seem like they had 6 guys out there instead of 5.
Oh, got a piece of it. And stolen by Williams. Outside Walker. For 3. Jones grabs the board.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
We've got 13 seconds left to play in the 4th. Shot clock at 5. Now Porter. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D.
New York ball.
So we see the Nets taking the W here. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't